It's been more than 400 days since more than 200 girls were abducted by Boko Haram militants. While there have been promises to find them, the present administration has also added its word on this. About a week ago, convener of the Bring Back Our Girls group led a delegation to the president, who received them, acknowledged their cause, and again promised to do all he can to rescue the girls. Well, that night of the abduction, some of the girls were able to escape, and a few months after visits by representatives of the U.S. Congress visiting Nigeria to encourage the Bring Back Our Girls group and pressing the government to find the girls, some of the girls have relocated to the United States to complete their secondary education. My colleague in Washington, D.C., Maria Bryd, had an exclusive interview with one of them. The girl, whose name is being withheld for security reasons, spoke to her about her experience that night and what her future looks like now. Also, for her safety, her face has been blurred in the interview and she's seen wearing sunglasses.
My being in Washington has been a great time for me in my life because all I've been through, and now I'm here, I'm in a safe place. I have people that love me, people that care for me, and people that care for what has happened to me and my sister that are still in captivity, and my being here has been so great.
Well, we know that the world has begun to rally behind the Chibok girls and those who have been under the unfortunate under Boko Haram. And so can you tell us a little bit about how it makes you feel to see the world rallying behind?
I feel so happy that everybody in the world was wondering about the girls that are still in captivity, that they care for them, and everybody was trying to do his best to see that the girls are back yet, but they're not here yet. So I'm so excited and I'm happy that all the people around the world are wondering about the girls that are still in captivity.
So you have amazing faith, and you kind of talked about your courage. What was it like when you were in school? Did you all have any idea that this could happen, that Boko Haram could be entering and invading your school?
I've never think that will happen because I was in other school before, and the Boko Haram attacked that town that you can go to school there. So I've never expected that Boko Haram will come and attack Chibok. That's why I went to Chibok to finish my high school. Well, that's what happened. I've never expected that Boko Haram will attack Chibok at all. So when it happens.
Now, you mentioned your other sisters, and you all have obviously created a great bond, those girls that are at your school and that are still under the captivity of Boko Haram. What is your message to the world about, what they could be experiencing?
The message is that, my friends, my colleagues are still with the Boko Haram. Well, nobody knows if they're still alive or what happens to them. And what I'm going to say to everybody in the world, that to try and help, to plead the government to do the best they can do to see that they help and bring our sisters back to school.
Now, you mentioned, you don't know if they're alive, you don't know the state of your other sisters, and you're here today in Washington. What do you believe your life means, and what is going to be your future plans and your work forward?
I really thank God that God gave me the experience to escape. It's not because I was righteous than them, I was better than the others that are still in captivity, but God knows the reason why He helped me, and God knows the reason why I'm here today, and I thank God for that. And I was came here to finish my studies and to get a job and try to help my country, try to help other people that are in need, to try and help my country.
So you're a high school student,
yes,
and you have quite a lot on your shoulders, and you've experienced quite a bit.
Yeah.
What do you hope that your career path will be? Do you plan to stay in the States, or will you go back to Nigeria to, as you said, help your country?
It doesn't matter to me. I can stay here, and if I stay here, I can still help my people in Nigeria, and I can go back and help my people in Nigeria. So for me, it doesn't matter. I can stay and I can go back. Yeah.
And I'm assuming you've made friends here in the United States.
Yeah, I've made a lot of people that I've never expected to meet in my life, and I met a lot of people, great people that care for me, that love me. Yeah.
And what would you say has been your greatest moment here in Washington?
A lot. Yeah, because I've been in different places that I've never expected to be, especially this place. It's not everybody that is able to come here, but this place has been like my home. I've been here a lot. So,
The U.S. Capitol.
Yeah.
So you've made the U.S. Capitol your home,
Yeah.
away from home.
Yeah.
And so we know that there's a lot more work to do, and we know, what are you asking the U.S. government, or what do you believe the U.S. government can do, as you said, you spend a lot of time here, can do to help the other Chibok girls?
What they can do, is that we can't say that we'll go to the forest and look for the girls, but all they'll do is try to plead the government here and the government in Nigeria, to join their hands and try to do the best they can to see if they can bring my sisters back.
And lastly, I know you must miss your family. You mentioned you called your father on the phone. So how is it, the transition, being away from your family, and do you get a chance to reach back to them very much?
Yeah, I used to talk to them, but I always think about them, how they're doing back there. Since the Boko Haram still always attack that area, I've been thinking about how they're going to be there. But, I'm safe here, but I always think about my family. But I believe in God, and I pray for them that God will protect them.
Saha, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being willing to share. Thank you for your courage and commitment.
Thank you.
Coming up after the break, what could be the outcome of President Muhammadu Buhari's visit to the President of the United States? That's up for discussion. Please stay with us.